Hey, everybody. Thanks again for joining us for an episode of Pharaohcast. And in today's episode, we sit down with Mary from Crunch Fitness, who explains to us her fitness journey, what it means to become a champion, and so much more. You're going to love this video. Welcome to Pharaohcast, the official podcast of Pharaoh Fitness, where we build warriors, kings, and leaders both in and out of the gym. I'm your host, John Martin, founder of Pharaoh Fitness. Every month, we sit down with athletes, coaches, and fitness professionals to dive into their stories, their struggles, and the strategies that shaped their success. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and like on all social media platforms. Links are in the description. Okay, we are good. Okay, so Mary, thank you so much for coming and joining us on our podcast today. How's your day been so far?
Thank you for having me. It's been pretty good. Uneventful, but pretty good.
Good. No, that is good. Well, if you don't mind, I've got some questions for you that our audience would kind of like to know about you. And so I'm just going to jump in to the first question we got here. So, Mary, I followed you on Instagram because how we were talking earlier how the gym community, we all see each other, we all kind of know each other. There's like that gym circle. I saw you on Instagram and I noticed and I saw that you are a 2021 Tennessee State champion, a women's physique, and a figure champion. Is that right?
That's right.
Oh,
yes.
That's awesome. So, which one was your favorite victory and why?
Oh, man. I think they were both pretty special. Both of the divisions, categories, they were both really extremely special and meaningful to me. I tend to gravitate a little bit more towards women's physique. And so I would want to say that women's physique category was
more of the special one.
More of a special one to me, but it's tough. It's tough. They were both really meaningful, and it took a while for it to really settle in the magnitude of that and how rare that is. That's to happen. But to go back, perhaps the figure would have been a little bit slightly more meaningful. The class was a little bit bigger. And so I think it was a little bit more competition. And so there were a couple of different classes of the figure category. And so to go through and, win your class along with, say, 3 or 4 other classes, and they go up against the winners of each class in their class. And so, and to beat out the top of the top,
the best
of each
the best.
class.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I think figure was a little bit more meaningful, although I personally prefer and like to get a little more size in me, like to be more on a competitive side towards women's physique.
Okay, so I think you just answered my next question. I was going to say, what is the difference between the women's figure and physique? And so I think the women's figure is is less muscular, and the women's physique is a little bit more muscle, or is that kind of generally the difference?
They're very similar, especially now. Like the lines are almost blurred with, with figure and physique, and you can go both ways. Some of the women can cross over. I do that myself. I guess in the posing, most of the difference comes in, and then yes, and some of the symmetry and some of the muscularity definition in there that differentiates the two classes.
Yeah.
But figure, of course, you've got another big aspect of it is you got heels. So you've got your heels that you wear onto the stage.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
okay.
And so you're doing your quarter turn positions.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of other like side transition moves in there that are incorporated with figure. And then, of course, they're looking at different the criteria, what makes it a little different. Your shoulders are more rounder, is what they're kind of wanting, your delts.
Yeah.
With women's physique in there, the biggest, again, difference is you're barefoot in this one completely. Okay. And you do have a individual posing nighttime routine that you do.
Okay.
And so you'll have, you pick your music beforehand that you submit to the DJ. And so you'll have your own routine. Incorporates a little bit more of the art in there.
I got you.
Yes. So you'll do, of course, you'll go up on a stage with your class and they'll walk you through the quarter poses, quarter turns.
Okay.
And then there's additional with that category, additional posing, like front and double bicep, side chest, back double back double. The tries, chest, and you do have the abdominal and thighs.
Okay. And so did you win the figure first or the physique first?
Oh, man. I think it was figure. Figure was first because figure usually goes before or physique. No, physique goes before. Okay. I can't remember which one of the two that I won either.
Okay, but they were both very special to you. They were both very special to you.
Yes, winning an overall in any category.
In anything.
And it took even probably for a year or so later, it still didn't register to me how much that meant.
That's a big deal.
Until really Ray that kind of pointed it out, is look, all these trophies and all this, and you won the overall, and then not just the overall, and a show locally here in Tennessee. Yeah. There's Battle of the River. There's the Night of Champions. There's different shows, but I won the Tennessee State.
I know.
I got the Tennessee State
that's
champion. Ring.
Yeah.
And so there were it was. They meant a lot, and it was such a big deal.
That is so great. So that's going to lead me to my next question. Really, is how did you get into fitness? How did you get into all of this, the bodybuilding, the competition?
The competition aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I think, if I can remember this correctly, back my training days, I've always had people for as far as I can remember. Of course, probably not the earliest years of my fitness career, of lifting and training and that type of deal. Not as much as in the early phases, but at some point during that time, I guess when I really started developing a physique.
Yeah.
And so muscle definition was there, different aspects of that.
Yeah.
That I would get approached by a lot of people. Hey, are you a coach? Hey, are you a trainer?
Yeah.
Do you compete?
Yeah.
And I was no, no. I have trained people before, some one-on-one sessions and that whole thing, personal training. But over the years, it just, couldn't find the time, between my career and me training myself, and then, time you got to make for family and friends and, have a life outside of that.
Oh, it's busy.
Yeah, all
very
of that.
Very busy.
I don't have the time to take on clients. I mean, even to this day, people ask, I need somebody to train me. Do you do personal training? I was I wish I could.
I wish I had the time, right?
Yeah, I wish I had the time.
No, that's awesome. Okay, so you have a full-time job outside of the gym, right?
I do.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit of what that's like? What do you do? What industry do you work in?
Yeah. So I work in corporate accounting. So corporate accounting, healthcare company.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a senior accountant. So
okay, so that's a desk job. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, which is actually great, because if it was more of a labor job, I have a lot of friends that go to the gym and then they're contractors, right? So they'll go to the gym, they'll work out, they'll be sore, and then they have to do physical activity for their job.
That is I admire that so much.
So tough.
And that is so much dedication, so much commitment.
Yeah.
That if you're out there all day long doing a physically demanding job, and then at the end of the day, you're not I'm going to go home, I'm tired, that you still make time. And if those people can make the time to still go and hit the gym, I feel like there's not an excuse for many of us out here. Like,
Oh, I know.
you should be able to do that.
I know. Exactly. No, you're totally right. And I was just going to point out, I also have a desk job as my full-time career. I work in healthcare analytics. So it's a work from home situation. But
Me too.
yeah, so no, and
sitting all day.
It is sitting all day. You're right. I try to get a 15-minute walk in throughout my day. So like I'll try to do a 15-minute walk in the morning, afternoon, and then in the evening right before I go to the gym, just to kind of break up all this sitting down and stuff like that. But the desk job has kind of allowed us to at least get a little bit of rest from when we go to our gym sessions. We really push it, we really go hard. And the desk job is kind of nice because it's like, oh, I just hit legs 2 days ago. I can sit down in my desk and kind of just heal a little bit. And
the desk job people really have no excuse to go to the gym.
You're right.
You're sitting all day. Like me, I'm sitting all day. I'm well rested. Like I look forward to end of the day when I lock my computer, log off for the day.
Yeah.
To go, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Yeah. I'm ready to hit the gym. I'm ready to push through and do what I need to do. Like I get antsy like from sitting.
100%. 100%. If I don't have the gym as like my outlet, I get all like crazy.
Yeah.
So is that why I see you around the same time at Crunch Fitness? Is like, do you usually go like after the work day, like after you're done with work,
yes.
you go to Crunch?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's, I go like around 4 o'clock. That's the end of my work day. So
yes.
Then right after that, I'm boom, right at the gym.
I lock my computer, 3:45, 4 o'clock. And yep, I'm ready to go.
Get that pre-workout going, pack up your bag, and then boom, it's gym time, right?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Very consistent, very punctual. There's some people, different locations, different gyms. Right now, my home gym is Crunch, but when it was True Fit or when it was whatever other gym, I would get there and they're like whatever say 4 o'clock or 3:55, 4:02, like, oh, you're here every day on time. Like,
right, yeah.
I'm a very like schedule oriented driven person. Like if I'm at work and something happens and I'm working a little bit later, I'm like, oh, this is cutting into my gym time.
It drives me
like,
nuts.
I gotta go. I'm like, I start getting, I'm like, and then if I'm more than 15, 20, like 30 minutes, I'm like, I might as well just like skip today. I feel like my routine is
You're exactly like me. It's like
I'm late for the gym. Like I can get there whenever, I can get there 5 o'clock. It's okay. I can get there 5:30. It's gonna be okay.
It'll be okay.
This is my gym time window. And if I'm like, running anytime late, I'm like,
or you feel it.
I'm cutting into my gym time right now. Yeah. Like I'm late.
Yeah. No, I totally get you because it's like, you're thinking, okay, 4 o'clock, I'm out the door. And then it's like, oh, can you stay a little bit later? And you're like, oh, yes, but how much later? And as time ticks on, you're just like, this is killing me. I got to get to the gym.
Yeah.
I totally understand what you're talking about. But that kind of leads me to my next question. What is your current training routine like today? Can you just walk us through, like, what that's like?
Like the splits or
the split, like your week, are you push-pull legs or any kind of modifications on that or just,
I'm a very, very consistent, as I mentioned, like with my time. Same with my workouts. Very consistent, very boring. I guess some people will say it. But boring and those things, that's what works. The basics. Like you don't need to complicate anything.
No.
Just the basic that has worked for years for people, work the same today.
Yeah.
And so I do train pretty much every day of the week.
Yeah.
I look at that in the same sense of an employment of your job.
Yeah.
You go to the office, go to work every single day, Monday through Friday. If you're doing like a traditional 8 to 5, Monday through Friday job.
Yep.
I go to the gym like that very, very consistently. You don't wake up like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, like, you know what? I don't feel like going to work today. I'm just gonna like call out or whatever.
No.
So I apply the same mentality to like the gym. I don't, like Wednesday afternoon, like, you know what? I'm not feeling it today.
I'm feeling it
like,
today.
No,
it's
like
gym time.
You get up and you go. Yeah, it's gym time.
Yeah.
And so I train about 5 Sometimes, 6 days a week, just depends.
Yeah.
And then going back to that, during the week, something really, really important has to be going on, has to happen for me to miss that. And if I do miss it during a week, I'm making it up on the weekend. Like,
Okay.
if Sundays, typically Sundays on my meal prep or my rest days.
Yeah.
If I'm having a miss during a week, you could bet your bottom dollar.
Yeah, you're gonna just
I'm gonna
do
be
it on Sunday.
working out Sunday. I gotta make it up.
Yeah, like work says, hey, I need you to stay late.
Yeah,
You're working till 8 o'clock that night, and you're like, I didn't want to do it, but work's asking, I got to do it. Totally understand. So then you have Sunday, that's your meal prep, and then it's also, hey, that's also, another day that, hey, I didn't get legs done that Thursday because I had to stay late for work. So.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you say you stick with the basics like squats, like the compound exercises, or are you saying like push-pull legs, like Monday's going to be push, Tuesday's pull?
I don't do that. I really don't understand as much of the push-pull aspect of it. I understand, like, I'm not like hating on it or anything. Like some people do work out that way and not split, but I never really.
Do you do like upper lower or
So again, very basic, very old school like.
Okay.
So I'll do, one day is shoulders. I'll throw in, some core, usually on my shoulder day. I do the same, like chest, tries, split. I do, back and buys, chest and tries.
Okay, so that's
shoulders. Now legs. When it comes to legs, I split that into two sessions. So I'll do a quad focus, hamstrings and calves. So the back of my legs, in one session. And I'll usually like to split that. Like I don't want to do those two back to back. So usually early parts
you won't be able to walk if you do them back to back.
Yeah. And you wouldn't be able to do them the proper way as well.
With as much intensity.
Yes. So I train everything once a week. And so going back to that part as well, like the push-pull, like I don't do as much of that structure, breakdown of it. I train everything once a week. And so I'm going to hit everything, like that muscle group that I'm training for that week full on. It's not like I'm going to do this later on in the week, or I'm going to do 2 back days this week that I can afford to split. You're like, okay, I'm going to do half a little bit of back today, and then because I'm going to do the other half, on a Thursday or whatever later on. Like, no, this is my only back day for the week.
Yeah.
And so I got to make sure that I hit it really hard.
Yeah.
Get everything that I need to get in there.
Yeah.
It's the only time this week because next week it's another back day, and that's for its own time.
Yeah.
But so like usually I'll do like earlier parts in the week. I'll start with like upper body. So I'll do like, say, Monday, I'll do like hammies and calves.
Okay.
Or something. Tuesday, I'll do like, say, chest and tries.
Yeah.
That way Wednesday I could do back. Thursday I could now go back to legs because Monday I did hammies.
You do the quads.
And then Fridays I'll do shoulders because on Tuesday I did chest. So that gave me like 2 days in between to recover from chest to going into shoulders. And so it'll be that way.
And you really like that, and that really works for you, right? Yeah.
I've been doing that for years. And
for years.
Yes.
Okay.
And like that split.
Yeah.
That schedule way. Of course, like there's days that it'll not hammies and calves aren't always going to fall on a Monday.
Sure.
But typically, after hammies, I'm going to do chest. After chest, I'm going to do legs or back. And then, shoulder, always making sure that I give ample amount time to rest, recover between certain
before
muscle
you
group.
hit it again and destroy it again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So curious, what is your favorite exercise in the gym and why?
Oh.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. Like, there's so many of them. But one, if I had to pick one, let's see. Let me see. Pull-ups. Pull-ups.
Okay, so that is your favorite pull-ups. Are we talking assisted pull-ups or just no assisted?
No assist, regular, all me pull-ups.
How many pull-ups can you do in a row?
And on my first set, I could probably get 15.
Very nice.
I can get 15 out of the way.
I'm working on that. I'm working up there, okay?
And that's why I say like pull-ups. Like I really enjoy that. And it just like, I get a kick out of it too. I'm like, not to like toot my own horn, but like,
Sure,
I've got
absolutely.
like, I've got a really nice back, you know, and
That's one of your strong features is your
that's
back.
one of my,
Okay.
like
Is that
strong.
naturally gifted, or do you put attention to that? Like you
I've worked
are really,
on it. I've
intentionally.
worked on it, but I think I have some of it where
It's kind of gifted
it just
and
comes in.
Okay.
And as over the years, as I started to uncover that, and I would uncover that, but of course, you feel a little bit self-conscious, like, hey, I need to work on this, I need to work on that. You don't see it yourself. So I kind of knew, like, I had a pretty decent back starting out, but I was still like, like I need to train, I need to do things a little better.
Yeah.
Till I really started like getting compliments, and so like, oh, like your back is. I mean, like yesterday, most recent, like I was at the gym, and there was a like girl that was nearby, and then she was like, I'm sorry to bother you, like, but your back is gold. Like it's amazing. Like I wish, And so like over the years I've gotten a lot of compliments from guys and girls that, my back is amazing, it's that, and I'm like, okay, like it made me feel even better, and it fueled that fire in me a little bit more to work on it. Yeah. And so then I'd really kind of put in a little more effort into trying to grow my back. There was a point in time where I would, after training everything throughout the week, I would take a Saturday as like my free day. And so I would work on some of the things that I wanted to give a little extra attention. And so I would do 100 unassisted pull-ups.
Wow.
Yes.
Are we talking like in one go, or like, okay, 10 sets of 10?
Into sets.
Yeah.
But I'd get 100. I'd crank out 100 pull-ups. So I'd start with a 15, and then like, okay, second set would be like maybe 12. Yeah. And then it'd be like 3-4 sets of, 10 at a time. And then it's like 8. Now we'll get down to 6 at a time.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, until I get to 100, I'm not quitting. And so I'd also do, so like in that free day, I'll do pull-ups, but then I'll also do shoulders. So I wanted to like work on more on rounding my shoulders, my delts. And so that would be another thing. I would do 100 lateral raises.
Ooh,
and
ouch.
so between doing a set of pull-ups, go down to the dumbbell rack, do a set of, and I would do the 15 or 20 pounds, whatever, just probably 15, that you could, go ahead and get that volume. You don't want to do super heavy. You're going high volume.
Oh, I know.
And so, do like a set of 15 or 20, and then go, back and do more pull-ups, remember where I was, come back over here, do up until back and forth until I hit my goal of 100.
No, that's nice. So my weakness is back. I cannot grow my lats. Do I need to do 100 pull-ups on Saturdays? Is that what I need to do? So
there's a couple exercises for that. But yeah, like pull-ups are like for the width of your back, like widening your back. I mean, but yeah, like basics.
Overhand will get that nice outside lat.
Yeah, and also wide, wide. Like
wide
I really
overhand.
do wide grip. So like when I do my pull-ups, I don't tend to go, closer.
None of this
together.
Inside, because that works more of the middle back.
Yes, mid. Yeah, I tend to go like wide out to get that V taper to like widen out. Yeah, widen out your back. But pull-ups, pull downs, all
pull-ups
those,
and pull downs,
all those movements.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's I'm my next training block is definitely going to be a lat focused training block. So pull up all the weaknesses, right? Yeah. So that actually kind of brings me into my next question. Do you have a coach? Are you following any kind of like meal plan from a coach or structure or anything, or have you had coaches in the past and anything like that? Yeah.
I currently don't. I don't have a coach.
No coach now. Okay.
No coach. I did have a coach, and over the years of having, usually when I hire a coach, it's during a prep season if I'm doing a competition.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So you will hire a coach if you are preparing for a competition.
Yes, in the past.
In the past. Okay.
In the past. So like,
yeah.
I'm one of those individuals where I don't just do and take what is given to me, a protocol, a plan, and just kind of execute. I personally myself, I tend to question and really, of course, I follow what the coach says. I'm not stubborn, like not to, follow the advice and follow the protocol and the plan. I do, but I do question a lot and ask questions like, okay, why are we doing this? What is this going to do for me?
What's the purpose? Yeah.
Yeah. And I take a lot of that stuff in. And so if I was, and that was during preps and off seasons, if I had a coach in the past. And then I would apply some of those, what I learned. And so during off season, I had a coach for maybe a couple of seasons, but then after I'm like, okay, let me try, see if I could. It's still a little too risky to execute a on season or a prep on my own solo, but let me test and see if I could manage my own off season. Did it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I didn't go overboard. I didn't, hey, I gained a crazy amount of weight.
So your bulking was good and controlled and okay.
I was able to, do that from what I learned, what I applied to kind of know how to fluctuate your
stay
caloric.
Within 250 calories. Don't go more than that or else you're going to put unnecessary fat on.
Yeah, where to go. And so I don't know what the future holds for any further competitions.
Yeah.
But if I was to do the next show, the plan is to try to do my own prep.
No, that would be awesome. I think you could do it, honestly.
Yeah.
That would be a huge deal. Imagine if you won with no coach, that would be a huge deal.
Probably still, have people in your ear or off the side, to look and help judge, because there's some things you just can't see on your own. You could go through everything, but you're eventually going to get in your own head like, hey, I'm not sure if this is okay. Like having somebody from outside to help
bounce ideas off. Hey, is this totally crazy if I do this? Yeah, that's totally crazy. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Won't do that. Try to tackle it on my own. I've done off seasons really, really well. Of course, they're completely different off season and prep, but knowing what I know, what I've learned, and taking all that stuff and applying it, I feel pretty confident that I could manage 100%. My own prep.
Yeah, right. So that actually leads me to another interesting question. What is your current diet like? How many calories per day are you hitting? What's your macros like? Oh man.
So I'm about halfway through in this season's bulk. I tend to use the September, October, November, December to February-ish as my bulking.
It's the winter bulk. I'm also on that journey as well.
Yeah. Through that. And so I always do 6 meals a day. Again, very, very basic, very old school. I don't know if it is still, but
is it chicken, rice, and broccoli?
The preps and bulk seasons don't have to always entail that. There is so much.
There's life outside chicken and rice,
food variety to achieve that.
Sweet potatoes.
Yeah. Sweet potatoes, rice, turkey, beef. One of my favorite meals is ground turkey, rice, and vegetables.
Yum.
If I'm doing beef, mixing beef and then ground beef and rice and broccoli with that, mixes it in really, really well. I mean, it is amazing.
It is. It is. Yeah.
And boring, basic stuff. 6 meals a day, whether I'm in prep or off season, is just the quantities of your food is going to vary. Of course, during prep, you're going to cut out your carbs, lower them a little. During, your bulking season, you're going to add more volume to that food,
more carbs. More carbs. So you play around with your carbs.
Yeah. So I do,
you don't touch the protein. Your protein is going to always stay high.
My protein is always going to stay high. That's one thing. Yeah. Protein is always, very, very consistent. Vegetables, of course, that's I consider that a free food item. And so it doesn't matter how much you put, how much of that. If you want to do, 4 cups of, whatever, you're not going to, because that's a lot of food.
You're not going to change much,
But you could do whatever you want with that, with your vegetables. And then when it comes to your carbs, that is really where, for me anyway, where it makes a difference. So like
100%.
going, right now I'm, for example, like right now I'm doing, out of my 6 meals, I'm doing 5 meals are with carbs.
So 5 meals are with carbs, 1 meal is without carbs, and you always stick with 6 meals a day, whether that's bulking or cutting, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Just when I'm in prep,
Yeah.
when I'm doing that, where in prep, I get to like, as I'm cutting that slowly, and I start pulling back very, very slowly. So if I'm doing, this is not me, but hypothetical, like if I'm doing, say, all 5 of those meals a day that I'm having that are with carbs, say they're all, easy math purposes, say they're all 1 cup of rice, or 1.5 cup of rice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm starting prep. I'm going to start cutting, pulling things back slowly. Okay, so I'm going to keep all those meals still the same. Instead of 1.5 cup of rice, let's do 1 cup.
Yeah.
And then do that for 4 or 5, 6 weeks, till you see your body is making progress, the scale's coming down, whatever your goals are.
You're losing weight in the right spots.
Yeah, till you see that it's doing consistently, until you see like, okay, like last 2 weeks I've kind of hung around the same. Yeah. It's time
Maybe time to pull back a little more.
Yeah. Now, like instead of that, those 5 meals, let's just pull that 5th meal that's with carbs altogether, take the carb out.
Yeah.
So now we're just doing 3 carb meals and 2 no carb.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to copy you on that.
And of course, so you're manipulating your cardio in there as well, because that plays a huge part of it as well. So if you were doing, say, 30 minutes of cardio during that time, or say 20, but for the next 3 weeks, let's bump this up like 10 more minutes. Add 10 more minutes to it, 5 days a week at 30 minutes. Steady state, incline if you want.
So you'll also play around with the cardio.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay. So it's not just like an hour or 30 minutes of cardio a day. That's what I've been doing. That's where it always stays. So you will actually say, okay, maybe I need to do 40 minutes today. Usually I've been doing 30 minutes. Let's bump it up to 40.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah.
So you'll play with that variable as well. So even when you're playing with the carbs, you're also playing with the cardio. Okay.
Yeah. Especially as you're going through a prep and you are getting deeper into prep, your food always comes down. Your cardio always goes up.
Yeah.
It's just
that's
how it works.
awesome.
So
yeah.
if you're making adjustments to one, you got to make adjustments to the other.
Yeah. No. 100%. 100%. This whole bodybuilding lifestyle is, it can take up a lot of time. And do you have any free time? Is there anything else you like to do, like your hobbies outside the gym?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I love hiking. Like I used to be a runner before.
Oh,
and
nice.
So I did, 5Ks. 10, 12Ks, did a couple half marathons.
Oh, wow.
One thing I do a little bit regret is, when I was in that running, long distance running phase, that I did a full marathon, but I've never done a full marathon, but I've done a couple half marathons. Yeah. So I enjoy hiking, do have a bike. We do go bike riding.
Yeah.
Kayaks.
You hang out with Ray, of course. Yeah,
summer,
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, during summer we'll take the kayaks out to the river. We both
do you
live by the river.
Do you guys do Percy Priest Lake at all?
Yeah.
Take the kayaks out there?
Yeah,
okay,
we've been
cool.
out there, around. And so we'll take the kayaks out like springtime, fall time.
Fun.
When it's not as as much during summer. And then most recently we purchased some electric bikes.
Oh, fun.
Now those are amazing.
Do they go fast?
They do. They go about 22 miles an hour.
That's quick.
Yeah.
That is quick. So, wow.
We took them one time down to Centennial, and it was like on a Saturday. And of course, like it was a pretty beautiful day.
Oh,
and
man.
A lot of people were out. So it was a little bit hard, like maneuvering around through people and because they fly. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, but they fly.
Oh, my God. That is so
and,
much
so
fun.
many eyes and so many people are looking like, oh, these are so cool. Like,
That's
pointing like,
so
I
much
want
fun.
those.
Yeah.
We stop at a intersection somewhere waiting to cross, and like somebody just stopped, asking like, where'd you get those? Or those are so cool.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But they're
that's fun.
they're electric bikes, but they do also have pedals.
Yeah.
And so you could, because there's some of them that don't, that are just electric, like full on. So we have the battery, they're electric, but then, so you could use that right away to power it that way. But then if you do want to say pedal yourself, when you start like pedaling, 2-3 times, you could feel that boost like kick in, like so you could kind of like, you're powering it yourself as well.
Yeah.
So if your battery ever died, you have a bike in there as well.
Yeah. So you're not completely reliant.
And you're not using the full battery as well. Like if you do pedal some in there yourself, then you're conserving some of that electric battery, and it's not like you're not using it all the way 100% relying on it. Yeah. They're so cool. They're so fun.
That sounds fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And another thing, in the last couple of years, I don't know like if this will date me or age me or what, but I like puzzles.
Yeah, you like puzzles?
I've been into puzzles. Like a couple of years ago when it was snowing. Yeah. I remember like before, bought a puzzle, put it on my kitchen island, and it was just something like every time I walked by, like, put a piece here and there, you know.
Sure.
Something to also, like with social media and like, scrolling and so much out there to like decompress and get away from that, rest your mind, like rest your eyes, just always, like scrolling, and then you put the phone down and then you're bored and then you pick it back up and, you're like scrolling. Just as something like put the phone down, let's get back to
100%.
Back to the, just get like more to real life living. And so I had that puzzle and like I would work on it. Next thing I know, like, 30 minutes are gone, like it helps, like helps with the time.
Yeah.
And so been working on puzzles. And this year so far for early Christmas present, Ray like got me a puzzle of like a picture. So there's like on social media, you could see, you could order a picture, whatever photo, and then you can make that into a puzzle.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes. So
that
he did
is
one
so
of the
cool.
photos at one of our shows.
Oh, no, that's awesome.
I'll show
that's
you a
cool.
picture after.
Ray, you did a good job out there, Ray. You did an awesome job, Ray. Excellent job.
He knows I love puzzles, and
Yeah.
I got a puzzle, and so we put that up actually this morning on the table, laid it out.
Oh, that's so cool.
And we started putting it together.
Yeah, we'll have to see a picture of that.
I'll show you the picture of the puzzle.
Oh my God, that is so cool. Well, Mary, we're almost out of time here. I wanted to ask you, do you have a message or any kind of shout outs you want to give our audience at home? Anything that means something special to you, or any piece of advice you heard from somebody that you want to share?
Something that I guess I would just whatever your goal, like whatever your goals are, whatever your passions are, like stick with them, like keep going. Results and whatever you're looking for, things don't happen overnight. Like you just gotta be patient with yourself, give grace to yourself. I don't know. I'm not very good at these things.
Be patient, y'all. That's what she's telling you. It's not going to happen overnight, okay?
Yeah, and whatever that is, like you can apply that to whatever. Just like I'm like health and fitness focused, but whatever. Like if it is a new promotion you're seeking, a new job, like just do what you're doing currently. Be patient with with that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come. You're gonna get what you're after. You just have to keep pursuing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, excellent. Thank you so much. We're good here. This is a wrap. Yeah, no, they're only 30 minutes and we went a little bit over. So
very cool.
No, we are done. So I appreciate it. Yeah. No, you were awesome. Thank you so much. It goes by quick, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that was quick.
When you're having a good time, it does go by fast.
Absolutely. Well, I can help walk you.